Hey, what's going on, guys? Okay, so I've been reading a lot lately. I made a video earlier talking about Donald Trump and Rodrigo Duterte, president of the Philippines. There was a conversation that leaked. Okay, and in this conversation, Donald Trump talked about, congratulations on doing, the war on drugs. Um, But supposedly, Rodrigo, he's over there killing innocent civilians over this stuff. So they're really trying to paint a picture of Donald Trump, President Trump, being a someone that supports a regime that kills its own citizens. But you do remember that supposedly Donald Trump is trying to take over Bala al-Shad, who is supposedly really being known for doing that with the chemical attacks, the sarin gas attack, and the last thing that was a couple weeks ago was talking about burning his own people, crematories. Um, it really makes me wonder for a second, guys. Let's think about this, because that was like 3 hours ago. That was earlier this morning. This was all in one transcript, one phone call, one transcript. So a few hours ago, when this report was being brought out, that's the only thing that they were talking about was the talk on war on drugs. Now, 3 hours later, I'm seeing reports that supposedly came out of the same transcript. If you guys sat there and read the transcript, why didn't you get all the facts and put them out at the same time? Now they're sitting there saying that Trump discussed classified intel with Rodrigo, saying that the United States had 2 nuclear subs in the Korean Peninsula. Okay, so I could see where they are painting a picture of him, not being trustworthy with intel. But at the same time, you guys, all this is happening the same day that he went and met the Pope of Rome. Okay. Anyways, we have a nuclear threat in the Korean Peninsula. Okay, which is on the back doorstep of the Philippines. Okay, so I think, and this is just my opinion on this information, I think that he has the right to know. I don't think that you have to call a UN security meeting or a NATO or call a meeting. If you're talking to a leader and the threat is that bad of a nuclear problem, you kind of want to let your presence be known and what's out there. If I was a leader of a country that, off my peninsula there was a rogue country going on making nuclear threats and missile tests, and I had other nations surrounding it, I would like to know what's going on. Okay, but we're in the midst of, they're really pushing and putting it on thick for the whole idea of Donald Trump getting impeached. Okay, so especially since he fired James Comey, the director of the FBI. Now, I'm just bringing this out there, just in case you guys see it coming up. With me just joining Twitter, I just joined all sorts of news stuff. I see true news that's reporting everything else in the world. And I see really leftist views reporting. CNN, ABC, NBC. A lot of my sources are also talking about that, but talking about in regards, this is what Americans thinking. How, he's not to be trusted with intel. That it was bad that he let this nation know what's in his waters. Which that was a confidential phone call. It was leaked by a U.S. official within the United States division in the Philippines. So I'm wondering, is someone working over there that's involved in the deep state And if you guys don't know what the deep state is, or, you know, the agenda, you know, please look it up. There's plenty of information. That may just be a theory, but I mean, I'm just theoretically speaking here. So I can guarantee you, they're probably going to put this in with the impeachment and try to push it. I feel like Donald Trump had every right to know. Let it be known. You know, Donald Trump, he said, you know, if I'm going to attack you, I'm going to attack you. We're not going to tell you. But for him to tell, you know, a country what's in his backyard, you know, for he knows, you know, maybe that would get Rodrigo to step into the conflict to try to de-escalate everything. You know, and that's all. He just complimented him on, you know, doing his thing. You know, but like I said, there's also martial law in the southern part of the Philippines. So he has a lot of stress going on. You know, he could have used a good support. That's all Trump was saying about that. Okay? I don't think he leaked classified information. I seriously think he was just being a human being, you know, telling another nation, hey, this is what I have in your backyard. You know, talk to me before you make any sudden movements or something like that. All right, so guys, that's just my opinion on it. I'll go ahead and post a link in the description. You can read about it, you know, and see what you think. You know, use your own opinion. You know, not everyone else's. Okay. All right, guys. Later.